my back blown out in peace. You think I got time to talk about a divorce that's a year old?
You're about to hear a story that feels almost unreal, but it's very much real and unfolding right now. It's a story of heartbreak, shocking revelations, and moments that nobody saw coming. Imagine watching someone you admire, someone strong and vibrant like Teyana Taylor, suddenly collapse in public. Then, almost like a storm breaking, comes news from Aaron, a confirmation that he is the father of a child with another woman. It's the kind of story that grabs attention because it's raw, personal, and filled with layers of emotion. What really happened to Tayiana? Why did she collapse? And how did Aaron's confirmation change everything? Today, we're going to take you step by step through this intense, emotional, and surprising narrative. Let's start by talking about that moment everyone's been shocked by, the collapse. It wasn't just a headline, it was a moment that made people stop and take notice. Picture this. Tayiana, known for her strength and grace, was at a public event, maybe a concert, maybe a press gathering, and suddenly, she couldn't stand anymore. The crowd gasped as she went down, and social media exploded with videos and messages expressing concern. Fans who had always admired her resilience were suddenly faced with the vulnerable reality that she was struggling. But what caused this collapse? Was it physical exhaustion, emotional overwhelm, or something deeper? People close to Tayiana say that the past few weeks had been incredibly difficult for her. Stress was piling up from all sides, her career pressures, personal issues, and especially the rumors swirling around Aaron. It's no secret that when private problems become public drama, it takes a toll on anyone's health. Imagine the pressure of living your life under a microscope, with every move analyzed, every mistake magnified. For Tayiana, this wasn't just gossip, it was a weight on her chest, a storm in her mind. When she collapsed, many felt it was a cry for help, a signal that things were more serious than anyone realized. Almost immediately after the collapse, the focus shifted to Aaron. The man who had been at the center of rumors suddenly made a statement that blew everything wide open. Aaron confirmed something that shocked even those who had been following the story closely. He is the father of a child with another woman. This wasn't some vague hint or whispered rumor anymore. Aaron himself put it out there, clear and undeniable. The confirmation came through a social media post, a legal filing, or maybe even a direct message that somehow got leaked. Whatever the method, the message was loud and clear. This revelation created a firestorm. People couldn't believe it. How could Aaron confirm paternity with another woman while all this was happening with Tayiana? What did this mean for Tayiana, for Aaron, and for the other woman, whose name was now part of this very public story? The news added a new layer of complexity to an already complicated situation. It wasn't just about a collapse anymore. It was about betrayal, secrets, and the painful consequences of hidden truths coming to light. Let's take a moment to look at Aaron's side of the story. When he made the announcement, it wasn't just a dry confirmation. There was emotion, there was defensiveness, and there were hints at a complicated backstory. Some say Aaron wanted to clear the air, to be honest, and to face the consequences head-on. Others think it was a strategic move to control the narrative before rumors spiraled out of control. Regardless, the confirmation meant that Aaron was no longer just a background figure. He was front and center, with his personal life under scrutiny. What about the other woman? While her identity remains largely private, whispers about her started circulating. Was she someone from Aaron's past? Someone new? What was her relationship with Aaron like, and how did this news affect her? Stories began to emerge about secret meetings, quiet pregnancies, and difficult decisions. For the public, she became a symbol of the tangled web surrounding Aaron and Tayiana, a reminder that real people, with real feelings, were caught in this mess. Of course, this revelation hit Tayiana hard. In the aftermath of her collapse, she faced not only physical recovery, but also the emotional turmoil of learning this truth, or at least living through the fallout. Friends who spoke out anonymously described her as devastated but determined. She was hurt, yes, but also fiercely protective of herself and those around her. Her public statements, though few, hinted at a woman fighting to reclaim her dignity amid chaos. Fans rallied behind her, flooding social media with messages of support, reminding her she wasn't alone. Looking back, the relationship between Aaron and Teyana was never simple. They shared moments, memories, and connections that made their story more than just gossip. There had been rumors of difficulties before, whispers of trust issues and disagreements, but nothing this explosive. Over time, cracks that were once hidden began to show, especially as Aaron's relationship with the other woman started to emerge. It painted a picture of a tangled love triangle, secrets kept too long, and emotions pushed to the edge. What made this situation even more heartbreaking was the timing. This wasn't happening in isolation. Teyana was at a point in her career where she was shining brighter than ever, achieving goals and gaining respect. The collapse and the paternity news threatened to overshadow all of that. Suddenly, headlines were about her personal pain rather than her professional achievements. For fans, it was painful to see someone so talented and strong caught in such a storm. But this story isn't just about scandal and heartbreak. It's a raw, unfiltered glimpse into the emotional storm that erupts when personal lives get dragged into the brutal spotlight of fame. Yes, the betrayal is shocking. Yes, the headlines are loud. But behind all that noise is a woman, Teyana. A mother, an artist, a human being whose world seems to be unraveling in front of millions. The weight she's carrying isn't just emotional, it's psychological, spiritual, and public. Imagine trying to grieve a broken relationship when the internet is dissecting your every move, meme by meme, post by post. Yet, despite the chaos, Teyana's resilience is undeniable. The quiet strength she's shown, no angry rants, no public breakdowns, just pure composure, is nothing short of powerful. She's showing the world that you can be shattered and still show up. You can be betrayed and still walk with your head held high. That takes more courage than most people can imagine. And as this dramatic tale continues to unfold, it's impossible not to ask, what's next? Will Teyana finally open up and tell her side? Not through cryptic captions or subtle shade, but raw, unfiltered truth? Will Aaron, now confirmed to have been unfaithful, face the consequences beyond public judgment? Is his career at risk, or will this too pass like so many other celebrity scandals? Then there's the mystery woman. Who is she? A one-time mistake or a long-kept secret? Is she hiding from the backlash or preparing to tell her own story? The silence is deafening, and fans are hungry for answers. One thing is clear, the public isn't just watching, they're reacting. Fans, followers, and fellow celebrities have rallied behind Teyana, flooding social media with messages of love, strength, and support. It's become more than gossip, it's a moment of solidarity. People are standing up for emotional truth, for loyalty, and for women who've been wronged. In a world obsessed with scandal, it's heartening to see empathy win, even if just for a moment. Because at the end of the day, this isn't just about a broken relationship, it's about how you survive one. We also have to zoom out and look at the bigger picture, because this isn't just gossip for the timeline, it's a mirror to the world we live in today. Stories like this force us to confront the uncomfortable truths about privacy, trust, and how blurred the line has become between personal lives and public entertainment. When your heartbreak becomes content, when your silence is picked apart for meaning, and your pain becomes trending tea, how do you even begin to heal? This situation with Aaron and Teyana has sparked a conversation that's deeper than cheating scandals and social media drama. It's about how easy it is to lose yourself in the noise. It's about how loyalty can be betrayed in the blink of a notification, and how hard it is to protect your heart when your life isn't just yours anymore. It belongs to the followers, the blogs, the headlines. And let's be honest, Aaron's confirmation? That hit like a slap. Cold, disappointing, and painfully real. For many fans, it wasn't just a confirmation of rumors, it was a confirmation of fears. Fears that love isn't enough, that loyalty is optional, that even strong women like Teyana, who give, love, and fight for their families, can be left picking up the pieces. But here's the twist. She hasn't just survived it. She's handled it with more grace than most people could ever manage. No messy rants. No public takedowns. Just quiet power. That kind of strength? It's rare. And honestly inspiring. Now the real question is, where does this all lead? Is this the end of a love story, or the messy middle before redemption? Can trust ever be rebuilt once it's been publicly shattered? Or will this chapter define their futures in ways even they can't predict yet? And what about you watching right now? How do you feel? Are you team move on or team second chance? Because your voice matters in this story too. We want to know what you think. Drop your thoughts in the comments. We're reading everything. Before we go, remember this. Every headline hides a heartbeat. Every rumor is someone's reality. So, be kind. Be mindful. Because you never know who's fighting a silent battle behind the screen. Thank you for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell because this story isn't over. Not even close.